Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for many of your favorite segment, my client Emma's vlog, and her strength is coming back up. We got 145 on a floor press. Looks nice and smooth. I'm very happy with that. So again, Emma is back. Emma is back because again, floor press, she's pretty close to the chest. She's probably equal or better on the bench. So her benching is back. We can go back to making progress now. Recovery's on point. She's gone through the bit of stress they were going through and the busyness, so we can get this training back on point. And so for our supplemental work at the moment, we've increased her volume a little bit. So she did floor presses and then flat dumbbell presses for all of her pressing. Then we did chin-ups. And I'm not sure if we got all the footage for this first work. I don't think we did. So that's okay. This vlog is still going to be plenty long. So we did chins, then she did some lateral raises and tricep press downs. But we are back up to, I believe she said she's up to 7 chins again now. So chin up strength is coming back up. So again, everything is moving back along. We're in a good place with recovery. Happy about that. And, again, maybe people look at talking smack now in the comments, but I seriously doubt it because it's all some people do. They don't have anything positive to say about anyone who's made great progress. So I tell you about those people. But, all the fans of these vlogs, they still give her encouragement. We just get a lot of nonsense that gets people banned. So back over to the squatting, we got a 225 box squat. Again, happy with that because box squats are obviously more difficult than back squats because we're coming to a complete stop. It's below parallel. So again, where are we at now with just recent lifts? She pulled a 315 sumo last week. All right, we got a 145 floor press, 225 box squat. We're in a good place. All right, as far as these goblet squats go, I'm not sure what weight she used here for the workout 1, but I know for workout 2, she got to 75 pounds. So the second workout of the week, so these are coming along really, really well. All right, these are doing great. So also happy about that. And for those who were curious, it's because the single leg exercises were starting to inflame her hips a little bit. So we needed to change things up. And goblet squats are great there for people who don't have, machines and things like that. They're great for people who do have machines a lot of times. I mean, I have Michelle on the goblet squats and she has access to a leg press. So I like them for a lot of lifters and they're great to work in for a little while. I think particularly for people who have limited equipment, goblet squats work great. I'm more than happy to use them as a primary squatting supplement. So like some of my clients who, in a perfect world, if they don't have a bunch of bars and stuff, like if you got a rack, barbell, dumbbells, some bands, glute ham raise and a reverse hyper, I can make someone a champion off that stuff. No problem. But the goblet squats, with the dumbbells, it brings us another element to the table. And that's kind of the thing, I've had people who say, well, I don't have a whole lot of equipment, at home, but get creative with the dumbbells. Be surprised what we could do even for lower body, right? A lot of stuff we can do with lower body with dumbbells, mainly single leg exercises, goblet squats, stuff like that. So they bring a lot to the table, not just for the upper body, for people who have home gyms with maybe limited equipment, limited space. Although I really wish everyone had the glute ham raise and reverse hyper. So we finish up her lower body workouts with, as you guys guessed after that, glute ham raises, reverse hypers, and hanging leg raises. All right. And notice she's getting a little bit of ab coming back again. So everything's coming along. Strength's coming back up. She's recomping just a little bit, it looks like now that we've got, all these factors back on point. Sleep, recovery, stuff going on in their lives. All right, speed benching. What we've always done, we've done for months and months. Only way that's probably going to change is if she gets some chains. Although I probably should do some straight weight waves at least, just to change things up every now and then. But after speed benching with bands, and of course we rotate her grips, wide, medium, and close for a third of each set. Then we do dumbbell presses. Because again, right now, I feel like for Emma, chest is the biggest thing on her bench. Like we just need more pecs. That's the only way her bench is going to go up at this point. Because her delts and stuff are pretty strong. Actually, her triceps are pretty strong at this point too. So we just need more pec. Which we're doing. We've got floor pressing in there. We've got dumbbell presses in there. Then, of course, she does chins. And to change things up so that we don't have overuse issues develop, working in some lateral raises. Now, for Emma, she's always said the dumbbells feel really uncomfortable. But they have a cable station. And since they have a cable station, we use it for these. So, cables on the dumbbell, cables for lateral raises. If dumbbells bother you, they work great. They do provide a pretty good tension curve, actually. That's one of the few complaints people have with dumbbells. Are like dumbbell laterals are great movement, but the tension's a little lower at the bottom, and that's a valid criticism, and cables can largely correct that. All right, then of course we do the band press downs. If anyone says, well, why didn't you use cables for those? Because the bands provide a unique stimulus. We love bands for press downs. It's always my preferred modality, for a lot of reasons we've covered in the past and in a lot of the vlogs. All right, dynamic lower day, speed squats with bands with the safety bar. We're still in a sumo phase, so we're doing sumo against bands for the speed pulls. And of course, I rotate those usually in about 3-week waves for her. We go back and forth between sumo and conventional. All right, this is also where we fit in her good mornings. So we do those most of the time with the safety bar. Of course, I do run some phases where we use the cambered bar. So the question comes up of why the safety bar? Why do I have a lot of my people do these so much? Better stimulus to fatigue. The other bars, we can use more weight. And if we can use more weight, we have to use more weight to get the same stimulus. So then we're putting more axial loading on. And again, there are times when we want to minimize that. Same thing even with the goblet squats. The 75 pounds versus what she would be using on a barbell. Okay, definitely different. We're reducing the axial loading a little bit. Hey, this matters for our stimulus to fatigue. We hit max effort squats or deadlifts every single week. We don't need more axial loading if we can avoid it. Again, recovery, playing the long game. It's a big part of what we do here. It's not about, hey, how hard can I train and beat myself up? It's how effective of a training stimulus can we get and still recover from it so that we can gain muscle, gain strength month after month, year after year without feeling beat up and without being destroyed. All right, glute ham raises. She decided to grab a little plate here, right? Adding a little bit of weight to it. And some of that was noticed with Emma. She's trying to notice, and Michelle is getting stronger. And she's like, well, I got to push my game up a little bit, I think it's been good. I think it's been good to motivate her because I've noticed that. She's like, well, if she's doing this, and I need to work on catching her so that I can get to this level on this. And that's good with your clients. It's something I like with my clients. And I think it's helpful with these vlogs when you have clients who are kind of at similar levels to each other. It can really bring out a little bit of that, of positive competition, right? It's not a negative competition. It's very positive. It motivates them to do better. Then, of course, we finish off with reverse hypers. So I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.